Hey guys, welcome back to Engineers Tech Up channel. So in this video guys, we will discuss ITC Infotech interview question for automation test engineer. They have a requirement for like you have a minimum 4 year of experience in automation profile and a skill set is required. Primary skill set is Java Selenium, and if you know the API testing as well, Cucumber as well, so it is plus point for you guys. Okay, so these are the mandatory skills right now. Okay, so at least you have a this level of means these are skills required, otherwise it's a very difficult to get an interview calls guys. Okay, so if you are watching my previous video, so in almost video, you know, uh, whatever I said, interview question, right? So the first question is tell me about yourself. So I have already created a dedicated video for tell me about yourself. So if you don't know what you have to speak in front of the interviewer and how to represent your profile, then you can just watch. Okay, this is your first question. If you are a fresher, if you have a more than 10 year 15 year of experience, the first question interviewer will always ask tell me about yourself. But this question is very important when you are representing yourself, because you are representing your profile guys, so accordingly they will you know ask you the cross question. So prepare well, and whatever the things I have discussed in my videos, please highlight those points. Second question they have asked from the Java, write a program to count a number of character in a string. So this is very common question guys. Whatever I have shared the video, you can see or top level of the MNC company. This is very common question, and find the number of character, count the number of character, display only duplicates, display only single character. So you will get this all the I can say codes on my channel as well, or you can google it, or you can refer the Java concept of the day. The third question, they have asked how many annotations are there in TestNg, and can you explain all those annotations. So if you are learning automation testing Java based Selenium, so TestNg you have to learn in the depth. Okay, so TestNg is the heart of Selenium framework. Like when you are implementing the framework and TestNg, we having the many activity we do, right? So we have a many annotation. Okay, just go through that. I have already dedicated video for the TestNg as well. You can just watch. We have a tutorial for Selenium, so you can explore your knowledge as well. And if you don't know, you can just Google it and prepare well. So another question, what is the wait statement in Selenium? See, these are very common question guys. This is repeated question. Okay, so you have to prepare well. Wait statement, when you have to apply the wait statement when you have some synchronization issue. Synchronization issue means you have to give the some wait because page is taking more time to load, right? So we have a implicit wait, explicit wait, fluent wait. So sometimes they will ask you the difference between this all the wait statement, and can you write the syntax, can you write the code for the explicit wait and fluent wait and implicit wait. Okay, so you have to do the proper preparation with concept and with code. Next move in the another question. So can you list out Selenium exception? Okay, so see, this is why this question is going to ask. They are going to check you, have you worked in the real time, or you have done the proper practice or not. If you did not work in the real time, at least do you have a hands-on practice or not. So when you are executing your Selenium code, you will get many exception over there. Okay, so like, so no such element exception, illegal state exception, right? So at least you can prepare minimum 10 exception. Okay, why this exception will come, how to resolve those exception if it will come. Okay, so these all the things you have to list down minimum 10 exception. Okay, so how to handle Selenium exception. So I think they have a same question, okay, almost. So list out the Selenium exception, then they ask how to handle. That's why I told you, right? Whatever the exception you have in your list, then you should know why this exception and how to handle those exception. Okay, next question is, what is the data provider annotation? So data provider annotation is coming from TestNg. And why we use data provider? If you have a multiple set of the data, then we can use data provider. Data provider will return 2D object type of an array, but you should know how to implement data provider concept. Okay, you will get tutorial in you will get video in my tutorial also, or if you want you can learn from Google. What is the page object model, right? So again, the page object model, when you are working in your Selenium framework, any framework, might be it is Selenium or different framework, this page object model will be there every framework, right? So what is the page object model, right? So uh, if you have a suppose multiple test cases, right, manual test cases, so we can create a specific class for a specific page. Okay, so in web page we have a multiple layer, in application we have a multiple layer of the pages, right? How to maintain this, the huge script are there in real time, might be we have 100 or more than 500, even more than 500 script are there. So how to maintain when you will run the regression, what happened, you have a very less time, then how to debug and fix the script, and you can send your report to your manager or your stakeholder. So that is very important, the page object model. So next, to move in the another question, can you explain the framework? Okay, so I told you already, frameworks is very important. Okay, so you should know into in the framework, right? You should know how to framework works. You have an idea about of how to implement the framework. Okay, so this is very important, guys. Okay, so please, if you don't know the framework, then you are wasting your time to attending the interview. If you will get the job as well, then you have to struggle in your job. Okay, so very important. Okay, so you have to you have to do the practice on the framework. Many of them are asking where we can do the practice of the framework. So I have some paid course, and we are also providing some real time project training as well. So we are going to start soon for real time project training for Selenium. From there we can explain your framework, then how to do the practice on your framework. Okay, then what the activity we are doing in our real time project, same activity we'll do. Then after that we can prepare your resume, then what project you have to mention, how to represent as a automation test engineer in your interview. Then we can how to get the more interview calls from your Naukri and LinkedIn. So these are all the things we are going to explain over there, but you should have a basic knowledge of Java, Selenium, then only you can understand framework. Okay, if you don't have, please learn first, then you can learn the framework. Okay, so next question, guys, they have asked some code, and they have asked to uh, find the output of below code. Below mentioned code means, so you will get this code in my description. Okay, if you will not get this code in my screen, so I will put on this code on description. Okay, so you can check and you can find the output. So they have given two codes to find the output, guys. Okay, so one is the simple code, and I can say they have asked from the wrapper class, and another code they have asked from the string. Okay, so they are asking to find the output. Okay, so that's it in this video, guys. So if you are new in the channel, please subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get new video notification. Support, guys, so I'm getting more confidence. Without support I can't you know work much. Okay, so your support is very important. Okay, so I'm getting more motivated myself when you guys are commenting and subscribing and supporting me. Okay, so again, thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye.